Okay, good evening, everyone. To the scholarship recipients, congratulations. Tonight recognizes your hard work, your talent, and the sacrifices that brought you here. But more importantly, it recognizes your potential. As you move forward, you'll hear a lot of advice about choosing the safe path, the predictable major, the guaranteed job, the plan that makes everyone else comfortable. But some of the most meaningful opportunities in life are found on the road less traveled. I know it's an old poem today. That road is often uncertain, uncomfortable, and sometimes lonely. And along that road, you will fail. Not once, not lately. You'll apply for things that you don't get. You'll make decisions that don't always work out. You'll doubt yourself. But failure is not opposite of success. It is part of it. Every person you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. The difference is that they dare to try again. Take that road less traveled, be bold enough to fail, and be resilient enough to keep going until failure becomes success. Congratulations again, and yes, the best is yet to come. Ahora en español. Buenas noches a todos, a los recipientes de estas becas. Felicidades. Esta noche reconocen su esfuerzo, su talento y los sacrificios a los que han traído hasta aquí. Pero más importante aún, reconocen su potencial. Mientras avancen hacia el futuro, escucharán muchos consejos sobre elegir el camino seguro, la carrera predecible, el trabajo garantizado y el plan que hace sentir cómodos a los demás. Pero algunas de las oportunidades más significantes de la vida se encuentran en el camino menos transitado. El camino suele ser incierto, incómodo y a veces solitario. Y en ese camino va a haber fracaso. No solo una vez y no de manera ordenada. Solicitarán oportunidades que no obtendrán. Tomarán decisiones que no saldrán como esperaban. Dudarán de ustedes mismos. Pero el fracaso no es lo opuesto del éxito. Es parte de él. Cada persona que ustedes admiran han fracasado más veces de lo que pueden imaginar. La diferencia es que se atrevieron a intentarlo de nuevo. Tomen el camino menos transitado. Sean lo suficientemente valientes para fracasar y sean lo suficientemente resilientes para seguir adelante hasta que el fracaso se convierta en éxito. Felicidades nuevamente y sí, lo mejor todavía es por venir. Gracias. Mi mamá es que vive en España. Gracias, ¿verdad?
It's so nice to see so many people here supporting our scholarship recipients. They've worked really hard for these scholarships. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight and being a part of their journey. Seniors, it's been my honor and my privilege to work with you. To start off, we're going to have some presenters who are going to come up and talk about their scholarship that they are awarding. So, first of all, is Mr. Dacia to talk about the AVID scholarships. Mr. Dacia.
Hi, everybody. We were able to give these 17 scholarships between $500 and $100. AVID is a system that tries to support you in high school to go to college and encourage you to city to practice tutorials and learn about colleges and really try to get an understanding of what's going to face. along with what Mr. Duarte said, one thing that I appreciate is a quote I heard recently. We learned about growth mindset, overcoming obstacles, failure, and not waiting until you're failing to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Strong people and leaders ask for help. But the quote I heard was, barriers are often put in your way to see how badly you want it. So when you have an obstacle, a wall, don't let it stop you. Find a way around it, find a way over it, get help getting over it, do whatever you can, but don't give up. We're going to call the recipients up, but we could wait for applause at the end because I don't want to take too much time. We have so much going on. But thank you to all the parents, because we couldn't be where we are and we couldn't have accomplished as much as we have without the support of parents and teachers and administrators who loved us and believed in us sometimes before we believed in ourselves. So let's call it Melissa Andrade, Giselle Aguilar, Jimena Pacheco, Catherine Rojas, Genesis Guzman, Jasmine Chavez, Andrew Franco, Lisa Godinez, Kimberly Benitez, Emma Stolzano, Elvis Munoz, Jennifer Sierra, Leslie Romero. Take a picture. You guys got to see me to get your checks, so I get to see you again. But we're super, super proud of you.
I'd like to take a picture. Feel free to come up. Thank you, Phil.
All right.
Come on, sweetheart. Let's see those teeth.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Garcia. Next, from Boys of Belvedere, I'd like to welcome Mr. Walters and Mr. Mosquero.
Okay, well, good morning. Good evening. See, paying attention. All right, my name is Andrew Walters, graduate of Garfield High School. That's right. 1965. I'm here on behalf of the Boys of Belvedere, and we also have the president of the Boys of Belvedere. We will be presenting 4 scholarships. The students, and all the students actually, who applied rather for these scholarships are prepared, to take the next step forward and continue their education. I know that the educators at this school have taken the responsibility and overseeing at the best of their abilities to pass on to these students. Thank you, and congratulations to the recipients. And I'd like to present President Boys of Belvedere, Mr. Roger Mosqueros.
Hello, everybody. My name is Roger Mosqueda, and I'm also a graduate of Garfield High School. My wife is a graduate of Montebello. I just want to say thank you for all the students that applied for our scholarships. A lot of people ask us how we raise our money. We have donors that send us money, but we have 2 events throughout the year. We have a Valentine's dance, and then we have a day at the races at Santa Anita. And all the money that we raise from those 2 events is how we're able to give these students scholarships. So, I know sometimes parents ask us, where did you get your money? How do you raise your money? Okay, but that's how we raise our money. So with that, I'm going to present 4 scholarships. Basically, it states This scholarship is honored in recognition of outstanding academic achievement and dedication presented this day in May of 2026. The first one goes out to, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name, Isilia Jimenez.
Okay.
The next one is Christian Soto. The next recipient is Edward Robles Quiros. Congratulations. Last one is Catherine Rojas. Our mission is basically very easy for these students. All we ask is once they make it in life to give back, okay? Give back to the community they gave to you, okay? Kind of like paying it forward, okay? I just want to say thank you very much for the invitation. We'll see you next year.
To present the Daciuk Family Scholarship, I'd like to call up again Mr. John Daciuk.
Yesterday was the anniversary of 6 years since my father's passing, and we've always given scholarships, but since he passed, we wanted to up it a little bit the last few years and try to give more. So we also have a long list of names between $100 and $200 scholarships that could buy like a book cover nowadays, maybe half a tank of gas. But this is just to show you, like someone said just recently, we believe in you. Sometimes we don't even know you, but we believe in you. And it's not going to change your life, but it's just a reminder that we believe in you. Give it back. Give back. Don't pay me back. Pay it forward. Reading the application, you see some of the things that our students go through. You read the little blurbs. They're involved. They're doing sports. They're doing activities. They're running clubs, helping the community. And yet some of them have needed help. They've lost their houses. They've been homeless. They've lost loved ones. And they're working 1 or 2 jobs as well. So I always wish I could give millions of dollars away to everyone because you guys are so deserving. My father only went to 4th grade. My mother was born in a homeless camp, waited 2 years to find a place to go. Eventually went to Venezuela. And education changed our lives. It gave us the chance to not struggle and to pay our bills and to help others. But we wouldn't be here today if not for the people that helped us. When we were hungry, when we were homeless. And your education extends to your religion and beliefs too. You learn things and you learn your religion. So the advice I have is to cherish your beliefs and don't forget where you came from when you go to college or the next chapter of your life. Let me just read the recipients. We can probably end for the sake of time. But I'm so proud of you all. And it's amazing parents and family and community that has helped get us where we are today. Sarah Villa, Andrew Franco, Isaac Macias, Emma Solorzano, Catherine Rojas, Genesis Guzman, Lisa Godinez, Jasmine Carrillo, Melissa Andrade, Christian Soto, Alina Valdivia, Leslie Romero, Aisha Vergara, Jasmine Chavez, come on up, Jennifer Sierra, Edgar Robles Quiroz, you didn't apply, but you applied for Dr. Baxterian. If you applied to my scholarship, you got one. But if you didn't get one, it's because you're probably getting another one from one of our friends and family. Harry Lamb, Jimena Pacheco, Clarissa Ramirez, and Alyssa Briseño. Those of you who I've hugged endlessly to apply for scholarships, I hope you understand now why I was bothering you, and I've only won multiple scholarships to support you on your journey. And you know, my mom read all your applications, and she praised through my school and the principal and all of you every night. We care about you, and we wish you the best. If you're not in my class, I'll give you the check right now. If you're in my class, you gotta come see me again.
To present the John Brown Jr. Memorial Scholarship, I'd like to call up Mr. Greg Ng.
Good evening. Everybody hear me? Yes. Well, I actually created the John Brown Jr. Memorial Scholarship for one of my best friends from high school. After his passing in 2008. John was a big as life part of ASB. He was homecoming king for basketball. He was one of those Powder Puff cheerleaders. He took a lot of advantage of his God-given talent and abilities. He played football his freshman year. He played basketball all 4 years, 3 years varsity. And then he actually, his senior year, he actually played volleyball because I asked him to. He also went on to play basketball at Dominguez Hills College. What was most important to him was his family, school, and his friends. We have one recipient this evening who has always had strong connections to his family, even though he's always in trouble, just like John was. John was always on punishment. He actually, Edgar, stays tough with his studies and all his other activities that he's actually involved in while during his time. He used volleyball this year as an outlet for his stresses. Or maybe volleyball was actually a little stressful for him. But he came out much stronger, I think, this year afterwards. He has huge family support, just like John did. He has a 3.5 GPA. He's caring and loyal to his friends. This scholarship, this evening, I'm honored to give this scholarship to Edgar Robles Quiroz. He's already pursuing his career as a firefighter, explorer, and will be first responder soon and become a firefighter. Very proud. It says Montebello High School Boys Volleyball John Brown Jr. Memorial Scholarship, Edgar Robles Quiroz. A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. Dr. Robinson.
To present the Judy Cervantes Alumni Book Scholarship, I am pleased to present Ms. Judy Cervantes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Judy Cervantes, class of 95. I just have to say that every year, I've been coming back here, 12, 15 years, I don't lost count. And every year it gets bigger, it's larger, there's more of you, receiving the recognition that you deserve alongside your families and also the educators at this great high school. That I received as well. I'm Tracy, and I select 3 young women that are graduating on Olive High School and going on to UCLA, my other alma mater. And these are wonderful young women that I know make their families very proud. And like John was saying earlier, one day you guys are going to grow up, you'll have careers, and you'll live your life, and it's going to be beautiful. And I encourage you, it's not an ask, it's not a please, it's just a try to give back however you can, in service, in time. If you have a little extra resources, give them back, because there is always someone in need, and sometimes someone just needs to know that they're worthy of your help. Okay, so the ladies that I'm working with are Marlene Estes, Gisela Abudia, Abui, yes, okay, and Alina Badi.
Thank you so much.
To present the Bagdasarian Scholarship, I'd like to call up Dr. Bagdasarian.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us. Sorry, let me try that again. Thanks very much for having me back. I've been doing this scholarship for about 10 years. My sister and I are graduates of the school. Last year, when I found the time to come in to congratulate the students, personally, it was 30 years. It is 31 years. I graduated in 1995. I remember Judy. I just wanted, you've gotten all the advice, I think, great advice, I'm sure. I just wanted to say, wherever the 4 recipients, whose name I'll mention in a minute, just pay forward in any way, any possible way, in any way you can. To the students, this is a great place to be. I have very, very fond memories of this place. This is a great place to pay forward. This teachers in this school, some of them, a couple of them I saw last year, I think, they were very, very positive, of course. I was a new immigrant at the time. I had just come from Armenia that year. And Ms. Cervantes, Ms. Barrow, I can name a few names, were very, very positive. So congratulations. Congratulations to the 4 students. That's Alexandra Nopor. Sorry, I should have been better. Giselle Aguilar. Morelli Estevez. And Ruby Martinez. I just want to add that none of this would be possible without Mr. Datsu. He graduated 30 years ago to this day. To this day, my best friend. This is the best person I know. I swear to God, this is the best person I've ever met in my life. He helped me decide who the recipients are. And he does this every year. He's done this for as long as I've been doing this. My sister now no longer lives in Los Angeles, but this is in the name of Anna and Gertie and Bagdasarian with both pharmacies I mentioned. And don't go into pharmacy. That's the only thing anymore. Anyway, congratulations, you guys.
Eastside Talent Search, I'd like to welcome Alexa Trujillo Aguilar.
Hi everyone. I have something small here I want to read and then I'll go get into a little personal afterwards. So I'm Miss Aguilar. I'm the project coordinator for the Eastside Trail Talent Search program here at Montebello High School. And we're an on-campus college access program that provides monthly field trips and college and career workshops to all students that join us. We have the privilege of awarding one student here on campus. So I also work at Bell Gardens High School, so I get to award someone here and at Bell Gardens. So I have the privilege of awarding one student our Eastside Trail Talent Search Scholarship opportunity. So this award recognizes a student who demonstrated an outstanding true commitment to themselves, their academic dedication, and presented financial need for their college endeavors. The selection committee reviewed many incredible applications this year, but one individual truly stood out for their exceptional hard work and passion. I truly have no doubt they will achieve great things in their next chapter. I actually did get to work with the student one-on-one several times this year, especially during the college process and just being able to interact with them during our college field trip. So it's my honor to present this award to Nathan Villegas.
To present the Hernandez Marching On Memorial Scholarship, it's my honor to bring up Ms. Renata and Leslie Hernandez.
Hello, my name is Leslie Hernandez, and I'm going to announce the Hernandez Marching On Memorial Scholarship on behalf of the Hernandez family. Hello, students, family, and staff. My name is Gerardo Hernandez, but I've always gone by Jerry. I am a Montebello High School alumni, class of 2022. I am very happy to be here today to give out a scholarship started for the Mighty Oiler Brigade seniors. I started the scholarship for musicians and performers in the mob thanks to Mr. Sean Curry. This was the last speech my brother wrote out for the last time he gave the scholarship, which was back in 2024, and I wanted to read it out to you guys since I believe he would have still used his speech today. In 2019, a boy from Montebello Intermediate decided to join the MHS Drumline Ensemble since he discovered his love for music and playing from a very young age. Throughout the years, he grew and flourished at his craft and even became the drumline captain. The Mighty Oiler Brigade helped him get into the Bands of America in 2022, and he marched down Colorado Boulevard for the annual Rose Parade. Also in 2022, he was able to get referred to a job playing in a tamborazo group. His group, Tamborazo Caballeros, helped him grow even more as a musician throughout the years. Although it was not the typical marching and pep tunes he was used to, Jerry learned cumbias, zapateados, and all the Mexican music we all know and love at parties. Jerry got so talented on his replacement from the tenor drums called Las Tarolas. Jerry felt he needed to give back to the brigade because Mr. Curry was the person that got him into the tamborazo. Back in 2023, he decided to give back with this exact scholarship to students who related to him in a way. He wanted students to share their stories, and he was always so eager to read their responses. Sadly, on August 5th, 2025, I lost my brother Jerry, and I miss him still to this very day. However, I continue to feel his presence through music, since that's what I know he adored most. As a family, we are continuing his scholarship to keep his legacy alive, and make sure to give back just like how he wanted. Jerry loved music, and I hope you all can relate to him, since it could be a safe place and a relaxing way to escape reality. Thank you for helping us keep his memory and legacy alive. The recipients that my family and I selected represented qualities on what my brother stood for and helped demonstrate the importance of why he created the scholarship to begin with. This year's recipients are Joshua Contreras, Kevin Meneses, and Rochelle Quiros. Thank you.
Now to present the Jerry Hernandez Heart of Gold Legacy Award, I'd like to call up Lisette Roman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisette, and I'm Jerry's god sister, and a proud Montebello High School alumna from the class 2021. First, I want to thank Montebello High School for allowing my family and I to be part of tonight's scholarship and award ceremony. It is truly special to be in a room celebrating and recognizing so many accomplished Oilers, students who have worked hard, supported one another, and are preparing for the next chapter of their lives. And for my family, tonight is especially meaningful because we get to honor Jerry in this space and in a way that reflects who he was. For those of you who may not have known Jerry personally, I want to tell you all a little bit about him. Jerry was deeply involved in the Montebello community. He was part of the Mighty Oiler Brigade drumline, participated in track and field, and was involved in multiple other spaces across campus, where he built friendships, connections, and community. He was intelligent, talented, hardworking, and deeply dedicated to both his goals and the future he was building for himself. He believed in using his gifts and education to help others and make a meaningful impact. But beyond all of his accomplishments, what has always stood out most to me about Jerry was the way that he treated other people. My brother was kind in the purest and most genuine sense of the word. He showed up for others naturally. He made people feel included, supported, and cared for. Whether it was family, friends, classmates, teammates, or anyone around him, Jerry had a way of making an impact. That is where this scholarship came from. As I thought about ways to honor Jerry and continue his legacy, I wanted to create something that reflected those parts of who he was. There are so many scholarships being awarded tonight recognizing different accomplishments and achievements, but this scholarship was created specifically to recognize students whose kindness, compassion, and character stand out to the people around them. And so the Jerry Hernandez Heart of Gold Legacy Award was created, because Jerry had a heart of gold. This scholarship is awarded to students who embody the same qualities Jerry carried with him: kindness, integrity, humility, compassion, and a genuine commitment to uplifting others. As I read through the teacher nominations for this first year, what stood out to me most was the way that these students were described by the people around them. Your teachers have spoken about you, the way you support others, the kindness you show even in small moments, the positivity and the light that you bring into classrooms, and the quiet but meaningful impact you've made within the MHS community and among your fellow peers and staff. Reading those nominations reminded me so much of Jerry and the way that people spoke about him. It reassured me that creating this scholarship was the right way for our family to continue honoring him and the kind of person that he was. That is exactly the kind of legacy that we hope this scholarship will continue to uplift. And to our two inaugural recipients tonight, I hope that this scholarship serves not only as recognition, but as encouragement. I hope that you continue to lead with kindness in a world that often overlooks it. I hope you continue to uplift others, stay grounded in who you are, and never underestimate the impact that compassion and integrity can have on the people around you. Now, it is my honor to announce the first ever recipients of the Jerry Hernandez Heart of Gold Legacy Award: Jasmine Chavez and Joshua Contreras.
Next, to present the Ray Hernandez Memorial Scholarship, I'd like to call up Mrs. Hernandez.
Buenas tardes. Estoy aquí, tengo un gran placer, estuvo muchas cosas encontradas, mucho gusto, mucho dolor, mucho. Quiero tanto a todos los niños. Yo perdí un hijo y entonces también fue la scholarship puso para nombre de él. Por eso siempre que pasan los niños aquí por mi casa, que yo vivo en la esquina, entonces yo siempre los digo que Dios los ayude, que Dios los proteja, que Dios los cuide. Nunca se les olvida a los papás decirles cuánto quieren a sus hijos, porque nunca saben cuál es el último día que van a poder decirle esto. Y esto es, muchas gracias. Lo hemos hecho con los de, en eso me ayudó un poco a mitigar mi dolor, de hacer una Scholarship Foundation a lo que de él. También espero que esto no es un regalo, eso es un préstamo. Cuando ustedes se gradúen y ustedes puedan ayudar a alguien más. Muchas gracias.
¿Dónde está Andrante? And José María Nava.
Thank you, Hernandez family. Next, to present the Nathan Loza Memorial Scholarship, I'd like to welcome Ms. Vasquez and her family.
Good evening to everyone, whether it's a girls. My name is Vanessa Vasquez, and this is my mom, my daughter, and right now outside. And as I'm sitting back in the room here, I'm in disbelief of how many memorial scholarships we have through the school. And it's heartbreaking to know that every single one of these people that have this memorial scholar is still breathing in some way a loved one. This is the 4th year that I'm celebrating this memorial scholarship in the honor of my son, who was sadly taken by an irresponsible driver, and he passed away only at 17 years old. He had a lot of inspirations to live better. He had a lot of dreams. He had a beautiful heart, and that is shown throughout the continuous support that I get from my family, from all of his friends. My heart is just dying every day as I can see how he succeeds. So we built this scholarship to keep his memory alive, to keep his legacy going based on you guys' success. Something that he will never be able to have, but through your life, through your success, he will continue to be kept alive. And to all the students, your parents always tell you what's best for you. We don't tell you don't go out with your friends because we don't love you, or because we don't want you to grow up and live and do your own life. We tell you guys because we love you, and like the other lady just said right now, we never know when it's going to be the last day that we get to see our family, our loved ones. I didn't get to say bye to you. So to the parents, it's not just also about disciplining our children, just reminding them how proud we are, how much we love them, how much we're willing to give up for them. Hug them, kiss them, yeah, let them know that we're the boss. You know, but students also please do that. Hug your parents, respect them, fight for your dreams, and just be the best you possibly can. Because it's hard moving on as a parent without that child that you always thought you were going to be able to see overcome all these obstacles in life. So we created this scholarships, and we granted 2 scholarships this year for $1,000 each. The first one goes out to Marely Esteves. And the second one goes to Mr. Harry Lamb. Just a few more words for the both of you guys. Live your life to the fullest. Always give it your 100%. I've always thought, and my dad always told me, if a door closes, there's always going to be a window open. Jump through it. Continue fighting for what you want, what makes you happy. And don't forget to tell your parents you love them.
To present the MHS Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship, I would like to call up Ms. Diana Mendoza.
Hi. My name's Diana Mendoza. Incredible to be here. It's taken me 45 years to come back. I'm an alumni from 1981, and what a privilege it is. It's really great to see the other alumni come as well. I didn't know there were so many alumni scholarships. A little bit about our scholarship. The scholarship exists to honor the legacy, unity, and lifelong bond of the mighty Oiler Brigade family. Created by former band members, the scholarship reflects our commitment to lifting up the next generation of musicians, leaders, and dreamers. We believe that every senior who has dedicated their time, heart, and spirit to the mob deserves support as they take their next steps into the world. Through the scholarship, we celebrate the bond between the past and the present. We as alumni proudly pass the torch to those who follow, celebrating resilience, creativity, and the courage to pursue new opportunities. Our mission is to ensure that the values learned in the band room, discipline, teamwork, passion, and pride continue to guide and empower the mob long after graduation. Once an Oiler, always an Oiler. Together we rise, we inspire, and we display. And when doing the scholarship, we decided to not focus on a few because I didn't think I could choose, so we just gave it to every senior. So, I mean, I'm trying. Here are the names of the scholarship. Gabriela Cabrera, Tiffany Conway, Tiffany Conrado, Valerie Vargas, Jacob Castro, Joshua Contreras, Italian Alex Hernandez, Edgar Lopez, Aaron Madrigal, Joey Martinez, Kevin Meneses, Stephanie Mesa, Haley Mota, Annabella Ordonez, Sarah Tina Trucios, Michelle Salgado, and Stephen Sauer.
Hi.
To award the MHS Alumni Association scholarships, I would like to call up Ms. Susan Tinkley and Ms. Kathy Neiswanger.
I'm just up here from Rose. Are you not going to talk? Or you just did? Okay. Every year, the Alumni Association has a number of activities to raise money for scholarships. And at the end of the year, we ask students to apply, we interview them, and we choose them. And this year, we're able to give out $1,000 to each student. Jasmine Chavez. This young lady that I'm going to call next has quite a story to tell. She's had quite an adventure to get here to Montebello. Leslie Gonzalez Sanchez, Michaeli Finnessy, Clarissa Ramirez, Catherine Rojas, Jonathan Sanchez, Gemma Suarezano. This year, Montebello Alumni Association is giving out scholarships in honor of those that have been chosen the previous year into the that have been in the Montebello High School Hall of Fame. And they are Morelli Esteves, and Harry Lamb.
This scholarship is in the name of my husband, Bill Nicelonger, and it has nothing to do with the over 20 years that he spent in the city council or in Rotary or in various activities in the city of Montebello. The person that's selected is someone that's not going on to a university, not going to SC, not going to UCLA, but he's going to a school. Is going to a special place in Wyoming that specializes in truck mechanics, diesel engine, not computer-run engines, but diesel engines. Always he was fascinated as a child with trucks and cars. And it's my understanding, after interviewing him and from the recommendations that appeared in his portfolio, he excelled in auto mechanics. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present Philip. Where are you, Philip? Are you here? Is this a surprise to you?
Next, to present the Navarro Memorial Scholarship, I'd like to welcome Mr. Daniel Navarro.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes. So again, my name is Daniel Navarro. I'm a proud alumni here from Montebello High School, 2005, and I'm also a part of the faculty here. I'm up here today because unfortunately my mother passed away this past December, and so in honor to, honor her name and honor her legacy, we created this scholarship for newcomers specifically. So for any students coming from another country here to the U.S. Or here specifically to Montebello High School, I feel like over the last few years we've gotten a big influx of newcomers right from other countries fleeing for leaving for several reasons, right? And so my mother was a big proponent of education, so much that while I was at Winter Gardens, she was taking classes, English classes, just to get ahead in life and kind of lead the way for us. So again, this scholarship is for newcomers, and we hope to continue this for many years. This year we have one recipient. Her name is Leslie Gonzalez Sanchez.
Moving on then, next to award the UCLA EAOP Scholarship, I'd like to call up Yasmin Hernandez.
Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin Hernandez, and I've had the opportunity to serve as one of the grant advisors for Montebello High School through UCLA's Early Academic Outreach Program. EAOP is a college access program that helps students navigate the path to higher education through academic advising, college preparation, and financial aid support. This year, it has been incredibly rewarding to work alongside students during such an important stage in their lives and to see their dedication and hard work lead them to this moment. Today, I am proud to recognize Marely Estevez, Giselle Abuid, and Alina Valdivia as recipients of the EAOP Scholarship as they continue their educational journey at UCLA this fall. Congratulations on this achievement, and we are excited to see all that you accomplished at UCLA. Thank you.
Next, for the Natalie Wong Girls Golf Scholarship, I would like to call up Mr. Anthony Ruiz.
Good evening, everybody. So, Natalie Wong, just a little bit of background about her. Sorry she couldn't make it tonight, she had a prior engagement. Going back to Coach Navarro, he actually started the girls golf team in 2021. We had it 5 years ago. Started with like a handful of girls, and then we built it up so close to like 14 girls now. So we have a girls JV and a girls varsity team. The girls have just gotten progressively better over the years. Natalie Wong played golf here at MHS back in the 90s. She played back when there wasn't a girls team. She was like part of the boys team, and she beat most of the boys too. She was a really good golfer. And then she also kicks our butt every year at the Montebello High School golf scrambler. Her and her old golf coaches, like the other coaches, just like put a whooping on everybody. So she stays in touch with us, and every year she wants to get a girls golf scholarship. And it's not necessarily for the best golfer or the most academic, kind of like a well-rounded. It's been easy the last couple of years because the last couple of years we've only had one senior per class, but this year we got up to 3 seniors. And Natalie wanted to keep on giving a scholarship, but she couldn't pick between 2 seniors. So she asked me, hey, what if we kind of team up and give out 2 tall scholarships? And I said, that sounds good to me. So for our 2 girls golf scholarships, one name you've heard tonight, Giselle Abuid. Giselle was kind of my go-to. She, very organized, always reminding coach, we need to do this, we need to do that, and also kept all the other girls on task and, great team leader. And then our other recipient is Angie Garcia. So Angie is our 4-time, so Angie started playing golf right as a freshman, just came out and just kind of took naturally to it. So she's our 4-time team MVP. It's our 3-time team MVP. Honorable mention, she made it to the league prelims every year she golfs. And she was kind of like the emotional leader on the team. You know, all the girls like to gravitate to her. She just has a nice warm energy and everybody wants to be around Angie. So one more time for Giselle, Lee, and Angie.
And last but not least, I am happy to call up from the Willow Foundation, Mr. Guido Murga.
Montevallo High School class of 2026, how we doing? Good. All right, the first thing we wanted to do is do a little story time. So I interviewed 10 students, and there was kind of the themes. A lot of them went to Sacramento and played government. And they all told me a story about one of the assignments was coming up with a bill. And if you don't know, that's how you become a law. You propose a bill. If they pass it, it becomes a law. And I asked them, what was in the bill? And they all said, well, we all proposed that every high school in California have a Tracy Grenzel. And it astonishes me every year, every time I walk into the room, to see how much you guys all love Miss Tracy Grenzel. So I just wanted to give a round of applause for Tracy. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars that are going to you guys, thanks to Tracy, and we're all here because of you. So one more time, it could be louder. And I just want to say congratulations to everybody here. If you applied for my scholarship, it's the Wilma Foundation. I know there's a little bit of a theme on memorials. I know it sounds like there's a lot of pain and heartache up here, but also understand that we've taken that pain and heartache and we're giving it back to you with so much love. That's why we're here, and I'm really glad that everyone's saying their names, because I always tell people, you die twice. You die when you die, and you die after someone stops saying your name. So the fact that we heard so many names today, that means they're still alive. And so I just want to thank you guys for listening to everyone's story. It is the Wilma Foundation. It's something I always wanted to do, was to give back. I know everyone's encouraging all you students who just got money to give back, but one of those moments will come one of those days. I lost my puppy. She was my heart, my soul. I got her right after college. I didn't know how to deal with not being in college, and she guided me through, and I lost her, and then I lost my grandma. So the Wilma Foundation, first thing we did was do a scholarship here at Montevallo High School. That was 5 years ago, and I'm proud to say we've now given away $20,000. And during the winter, to honor my grandma, Mamiola, we sponsor kids at the Children's Hospital, cover all the Christmas gifts, get them grocery cards and gas cards for the families. So that's the Wilma Foundation. You can find us on Instagram at House Wilma. And if you're dealing through grief, I got super lucky. I didn't have to deal with grief until later on in life, but use that pain, push it with love, and you'll see how far you can go. As for those graduating, I'm saying congratulations because look around. You are part of the elite of Montebello, of this entire city. It's such a small fraction of how big this campus is. You're in here, so kudos to all of you. And to the parents, if you're here and you showed up, congratulations, I love that. The support that you show, even though we might not show you back when we're 18, 19, 20, it means a lot. And the fact that my parents helped me out so much is the reason why I'm probably up here, because I want to do them proud now. So even though they're probably not showing it, and probably will take some time, it took me some time, just know that the fact that you're here is going to mean a lot to them down the road. And for those going outside of LA, or going to UCLA, or going to been hearing a lot of UCLA today, so I'm just going to say bear down, go Cats, Arizona. Sorry. But I bring that up because I did go to Arizona, and I'm going to let you all know it's going to be tough. If you're going outside, living somewhere else, guess what? You have to go buy toilet paper. You need to go buy paper towels. You need to do laundry, and it's gonna hit you one day. It hit me. I was there the second week. I was there just on a Friday night, all by myself, because my dorm mate never showed up to school, and I had a moment of weakness, a big one, and I was almost gonna pack it up and come home. But you know what? I pushed through it. So I want you guys to get used to being uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. You worked super hard to get to this position. I know it wasn't just yesterday, oh, I'm just gonna be a good student. That doesn't happen. You, since kindergarten to now, you've worked so damn hard to go to one of these schools out here. So treasure that. And if you're not gonna live on campus, I encourage you, if you are gonna get a job, I know everyone's financial situation is different. If you're gonna work, decide to work on campus. Be there as much as possible. You'll never have this many resources in your life. I'm gonna say that again. You'll never have all these resources in your life, and you're also never, ever, ever gonna be in a room like this where everyone is just like you. They all had a path and they all led to the same school you're about to go to. So treasure that as well. You're gonna be around people that are just like you, think like you, embrace it. You never know who you're sitting next to, and those are gonna be your lifelong friends. So that's my advice to everyone going to college. No. Okay. Now I didn't really prepare much, but I do like to share kind of, again, if you applied for my scholarship, I thank you. If you interviewed with me, I just hope you know how extremely tough the decision is. It's the hardest decision I make all year long. I have a small business. I'm running this nonprofit all by myself. I never know if I want tacos or if I want a cheeseburger. This decision is the hardest decision I make all year. So I just want to thank you for sharing your stories with me. I wish that I could have given everybody a scholarship, but it just wasn't in the cards. Now, the ones that are receiving scholarships, I started this scholarship out of love for my dog Wilma. She kind of accelerated the process. I wanted to take my pain and do something and say her name. I was going to do it anyways. But I used to joke about it, believe it or not, in college, that one day I would have the Ichiro baseball scholarship. And I'm so glad that my coach is here because he confirmed this, as I used to be called Ichiro. And ever since I started doing the scholarship, I've always thought, man, where are the baseball players? What is going on? And we always have this conversation. Now, I've interviewed other baseball players before, but no one really came through like the guy I'm gonna talk about today. Now, we only get 10 minutes with them, but it's unbelievable how much you guys tell me, and I really, really do appreciate that. And in the short time that I got to talk to this gentleman that's about to get this scholarship, he told me that he's going to the University of Oregon. And I got super excited. Wow, we are going to another state. This is a big, big deal. So tell me about the process. And I know everyone's financial situation is different, and I know some of us are going some places because, hey, they're gonna give us more money. But he made a tough decision too. He told me that, hey, I got an offer to go to St. Mary's. I was gonna get a little bit more money, and I'm sorry if this is out of bounds by sharing this, but I love the fact that he said, no, you know what? I wanna be a Duck. I wanna go to Oregon. And he asked his parents, and of course, they gave him his blessing. So I wanted to say kudos to your parents, because that's not an easy thing to do, to say, son, hey, I know you're gonna get a lot more money over here, but we're gonna go ahead and give you the blessing to go to Oregon. So, Jacob, I hope you give me the right. I'm gonna do it anyways, but I know you already had your last at-bat as a baseball player, but now batting and receiving $2,000 scholarship, attending the University of Oregon, number 4, Jacob Parra! Let's go, Ducks! Oh, and I got a big check for you too.
Coach, you want to take a picture? Let's go. There's Arizona. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, we'll do one. We're doing the O. Oh, I got it.
Okay, now sticking to the baseball thing, I just wanted to share a story about energy and passion and desire. You know, some of us aren't athletically gifted like Jacob Barra, but we want something and we want to do something. I joined the baseball team. I wasn't the best player, but I'm glad he's here because he confirmed this. But there was no one that had better passion than I. Correct, Coach? True. And he always used me as an example during practice because I was the one hustling, I was the one with the best smile, I was the one always trying hard. True? True. Okay. Should have given me more opportunity, but when he did, in game, I was fantastic. Catch of the year, and finished with the .333 batting average. Now, that passion just comes out, and he noticed it. And sometimes, you know, these scholarships is what's going to happen in 4 years, 5 years right now when you start applying to jobs, right? You're going to start applying to jobs, and hey, you're not going to get every job you apply to, but it's the rhythm and tempo. So I'm so glad to see so many faces that I did interview, and they are receiving a scholarship. So maybe one day you had it, maybe one day you didn't, right? You all made an impression on somebody, which is fantastic. That's something you should really hang your hat on. You had a conversation, it was fantastic, and now they're giving you a scholarship. Now, I never know what to anticipate. I tell everyone I interview, I go through the applications, I select 10 people, and then after that, I don't look at your application ever again. I just want to meet you, have a conversation with you, and we'll see where things go. Well, this next young lady came through the doors, and I won't forget it. Big beaming smile. She had her best outfit on, hair done, and once she started talking, I can feel her energy. I can feel her passion. She was the one giving off what I had on the baseball team, which is just passion, desire, I want this. So I'm very proud to say that I had a great conversation with her. She already has a vision. She's going to become a lawyer. She's going to fight for immigrants that may be mistreated by ICE or something like that. The fact that she already has a vision, a path, and a desire, I love, love, love that. So I'm very proud to call up right now Lisa Godinez.
Every student here who has received a scholarship. So when we call your name, please come on up here and you can stand right over here, Mr. Dorothy. Can you? Okay, once again, thank you so much to all the organizations, all of the families who generously awarded all of these scholarships to our well-deserving students. Let's give them another round of applause. Giselle Aboui. Giselle is receiving the Cervantes Boat Scholarship, the Ferruzzi American Association Scholarship, the Lions Club of Montebello Scholarship, the MCPTA Scholarship, the UCLA EAOP Scholarship, and the Napoli Wong Girls Golf Scholarship. Giselle Aguilar. Bagdasarian Scholarship and the Winter Gardens Elementary PTA Scholarship. Michael Amloyan. Michael is receiving the Armenian Relief Society Scholarship. Melissa Andrade. The Daciuk Family Scholarship and the Ray Hernandez Scholarship. Benitez. Kimberly is receiving the Avid Scholarship. Alyssa Briseño. Alyssa is receiving the Daciuk Family Scholarship. Gabriela Cabrera. Gabriela is receiving the Avid Scholarship and the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Tiffany Camarena. Tiffany is receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Getsemani Camargo. Getsemani is also receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Valeria Cano Vargas. Valeria is receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Jasmine Carnillo. Jasmine is receiving the Daciuk Family Scholarship. I'll take a little pause. If you would like to come up and take a picture, please come up and.
I'd like to thank Ms. Renzel. I love her very much.
Also my assistant in the college. I don't pay them anything. I pay them with love. And food. And food. Jacob Castro. Jacob is receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Jasmine Chavez. Jasmine is receiving the Avid Scholarship, the Daciuk Family Scholarship, the Jerry Hernandez Heart of Gold Legacy Award, the Montebello High School Alumni Association Mendoza Noroski Alumni Scholarship, and the MUSD Foundation Scholarship. Jasmine. Joshua Contreras. Joshua is receiving the Jerry Hernandez Heart of Gold Legacy Award, the Hernandez Marching On Memorial Scholarship, and the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Fernando Cruz. Fernando is our recipient of the Athlete of the Year. Sigali Espinosa Medina. Sigali is the recipient of the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Marely Esteves. Deep breath, here we go. Marely is receiving the American Legion Scholarship, Bagdasarian Scholarship, the Montebello High School Alumni Association Lori Capps Honorary Scholarship, Cervantes Book Scholarship, Pinky Family Trust Scholarship, Nathan Loza Memorial Scholarship, MUSD Foundation Scholarship, Oiler Academic Athlete of the Year, UCLA EAOP Scholarship, and the Winter Gardens Elementary PTA Scholarship. Alex Fernandez. Alex is the recipient of the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Andrew Franco. Andrew's receiving the Abbott Scholarship and the Daciuk Family Scholarship. Angie Garcia. Angie is receiving the Natalie Wong Girls Golf Scholarship. Bryant Garcia Aquino. Bryant is the recipient of the Gates Scholarship, the Dolores Huerta Educational Award Scholarship, the Lions Club of Montebello Scholarship, the MUSD Foundation Scholarship, and the Euler Academic Athlete of the Year. Lisa Godinez. Lisa is receiving the Abbott Scholarship, Dacia Family Scholarship, and the House Wilma Scholarship. If you'd like to come up and take a picture, please come up and do so. Leslie Gonzalez Sanchez. Leslie is receiving the Montebello High School Alumni Association M's Flowers Alumni Scholarship and the Christina Navarro Memorial Scholarship. Genesis Guzman. Genesis is the recipient of the Abbott Scholarship, Dacia Family Scholarship, and the Neva Heacock Memorial Scholarship.
I love you, Genesis.
Isela Jimenez. Isela is receiving the Abbott Scholarship, Boys of Belvedere Scholarship, and the Chick-fil-A Scholarship.
And she won the Abbott Speech Award.
She is also the winner of the Abbott Speech Contest. Would you like to do it? Harry Lamb. Receiving the Dacia Family Scholarship, Nathan Loza Memorial Scholarship, MCPTA Scholarship, Montebello High School Alumni Association Dale Ziegler Memorial Scholarship, and the MUSD Foundation Scholarship. Adriel Lopez. Adriel is receiving the MHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Isaac Macias Ferreira. Isaac is receiving the Abbott Scholarship and the Dacia Family Scholarship. Aaron Madrigal. Aaron is receiving the MHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Joey Martinez. Joey is receiving the MHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Ruby Martinez. Ruby is the recipient of the Baptistarian Scholarship. Alexandra Melchor. Alexandra is also the recipient of the Baptistarian Scholarship. Kevin Meneses. Kevin is receiving the Hernandez Marching On Memorial Scholarship and the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Stephanie Mesa. Stephanie is also receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Sam Manassian. Sam is receiving the Armenian Relief Society Scholarship. Haley Mota. Haley is receiving the MHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Aiden Munoz. Aiden is receiving the Dennis Locamore Memorial Scholarship and the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation Scholarship. If you'd like to come up and take a picture, please do so. Elvis Munoz. Alumni Scholarship. Jimena Pacheco. Jimena is receiving the Abbott Scholarship, Dacia Family Scholarship, and the Ray Hernandez Scholarship. Jacob Parra. Parra is receiving a House Wellness Scholarship. Michaela Finnessy. Michaela is receiving the Montebello High School Alumni Association Arthur Ochoa Scholarship. Philip Pulido. Philip is the recipient of the Montebello High School Alumni Association William Nicelonger Memorial Scholarship. Rochelle Quitos. Rochelle is receiving the Hernandez Marching On Memorial Scholarship. Clarissa Ramirez. Clarissa is the recipient of the Dacia Family Scholarship, the Montebello High School Alumni Association Philip Pace Memorial Scholarship, the Hinkey Family Trust Scholarship, Soroptimist Scholarship, and the Three Great Lights Masonic Lodge Scholarship. If you'd like to come up and take a picture, please do so. Isaiah Ramos. Isaiah is receiving the Dennis Locamore Memorial Scholarship. Edward Robles Quitos. Edgar is receiving the Boys of Belvedere Scholarship, the John Brown Jr. Memorial Scholarship, the Dacia Family Scholarship, and the Robert Paquette Trade School Scholarship. Catherine Rojas. Catherine is the recipient of the Abbott Scholarship, Boys of Belvedere Scholarship, Dacia Family Scholarship, and the Montebello High School Alumni Association Marcelo Infusino Alumni Scholarship. Leslie Romero. Leslie is the recipient of the Abbott Scholarship and the Dacia Family Scholarship. Zaida Romero Turcios. Zaida is the recipient of the Montebello High School Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Evelyn Rubio. Evelyn is the recipient of the Abbott Scholarship. Michelle Salgado. Michelle is receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Stephen Salvador. Stephen is also receiving the NHS Mighty Oiler Band Alumni Scholarship. Daniel Sanchez. Daniel is receiving the Dennis Locamore Memorial Scholarship. Jonathan Sanchez. Jonathan is receiving the MHS Alumni Scholarship. Jennifer Sierra. Jennifer is receiving the Abbott Scholarship and the Dacia Family Scholarship. Emma Solorzano. Emma is receiving the Abbott Scholarship, Dacia Family Scholarship, MCPTA Scholarship, MHS Alumni Scholarship, and the Winter Gardens Elementary PTA Scholarship. Gordon's Elementary PTA Scholarship. Alina Valdivia. Alina is the recipient of the American Legion Scholarship, Athlete of the Year Scholarship, Cervantes Book Scholarship, Daciuk Family Scholarship, National Football Foundation Scholarship, and the UCLA EAOP Scholarship. Aisha Vergara. Aisha is receiving the Daciuk Family Scholarship. Sarah Villa. Sarah is receiving the Daciuk Family Scholarship and the Hagen Scholarship. Nathan Villegas. Nathan is receiving the Eastside Talent Search Scholarship. If you'd like to come up and take a picture, please do so. Okay guys, all in all, I want to show you this impressive number. This is what our students have won in scholarships this year so far. $214,350. How impressive is that? And congratulations to all of our scholarship winners. We are so super proud of you. Turn it back over to Mr. DeWorkley, who will just say some closing words.
All right, really quickly, thank you to all the donors. Gracias a los que donaron. Big applause for them, please. Our staff for being here. Thank you for being here. They could be at home, but look at they're here. Also, finally, los padres, a ustedes, the parents. You know, this is a collaboration between the school and home. And this happens because a lot of these kids hang out in Ms. Brent's house. Not everybody, but if you hang out in there, you're gonna have a direction. You're gonna be able to fund your education, and that's a big thing. So thank you, Ms. Brenzel. Also, our great staff, teachers who they're the ones who inspire and push your kids. So thank you. But again, most of all, thank you to you parents. Gracias a los padres por estar aquí, por estar recibiendo sus dineros. That's why they're getting these great scholarships, great opportunities, because of your support. So thank you. Good night. Take them on, team.